Alright, so let's do this question. Now for this question we are given a linear pattern with 7 to negative 3 and then the sequence goes on. So we have 7 and 2 and negative 3 and then the sequence goes on. So 3.1.1 is asking us to determine the general term Tn of the linear pattern. Okay, so what is the first thing that we have to do? So the first thing that we have to do is to find the difference of this sequence. So 2 minus 7, that's going to be negative 5, and then negative 3 minus 2, that's also going to be negative 5. All right, so the question is asking us to find Tn. So what is our formula for Tn? Tn is equal to a plus n minus 1 d. Okay, so we have to substitute a, which is just 7, and then we have to substitute d, which is just negative 5. So this is going to be 7 plus n minus 1, and d is just negative 5, like that. Okay, so we are going to distribute inside and try to find the answer. So this is going to be 7, negative 5 times n, that's going to be negative 5n, and then 5, negative 5 times negative 1, that's going to be plus 5. Therefore this is going to be 12 minus 5n. So this is our Tn, the general term of this sequence. So it's easy as that. Now the second question, 3.1.2, is asking us to determine the value of T20. So we want T20. Now obviously we know that since we want T20 we need the general term. So the general term is saying Tn is equal to 12 minus 5n. Now to calculate T20 we are just going to substitute 20 where there is n. So T20 is going to be equal to 12 minus 5 times 20, like that, and then we are just going to punch that on our calculator. Okay, so let's punch this on our calculator. This is going to be 12 minus 5 times 20, which is going to give us a negative 88. So the 20th term, if we're going to continue the sequence, is going to be negative 88. So if we're going to continue this term up to the 20th term, we were going to have negative 88 on this 20th position. Okay, so 3.1.3 is saying which term of the pattern, which term in the pattern has a value of negative 138. We are given the term value, which is negative 138, and we are asked which term, so which number of terms. Now when the question is saying which term, it's asking us n, and since we are given the value of negative 138, that's going to be our Tn. So the question is asking us n, but we are given Tn, which is negative 138. So this is what we are asked the question, and this is what we are given. So we are going to use our general formula to calculate n. Now therefore let's just write Tn equals to 12 minus 5n. So Tn is negative 138. So we are just going to substitute that and then say this is 12 minus 5n. So I can take negative 5n to the other side and then take negative 138 to the other side, and that's going to be 5n equals to 12 plus 138. Okay, so we can use our calculator and say 138 plus 12, that's going to be 150. So 5n equals to 150, and then we are going to divide by 5 both sides, and we have this cancels that, and n, I think it's going to be 30. Let's check using our calculator. Divided by 5. Indeed, that's what we get. So as the question is saying, which term in the pattern has a value of negative 128? So the term is the 30th term. Okay. So what does that mean? It means that if we go forward with this sequence, so we are going to have that at the 20th position we can have negative 88, but at the 30th position we are going to have negative 130. So this is what it means. Okay, so now 3.2, 6, 2x plus 1 and 3x minus 3 are the first three terms of a linear pattern. So this is a linear pattern, and we all know that a linear pattern has a constant differences. So we have to calculate the value of x. So we want to calculate the value of x from this question. So let's just write our sequence as it is and say, okay, we have 6, 2x plus 1, and we have 3x minus 3. So let's just get the difference. This is going to be, so what we are saying 2x plus 1 minus 6, which is going to be 2x minus 5 from that expression. And again we are going to say 3x minus 3 minus 2x plus 1. It's good to use brackets. So that's going to be 3x minus 3 minus 2x minus 1, which is going to be 3x, not 3x, which is going to be x. Since we have 3x minus 2x, that's going to be x minus 4, which comes from negative 3 minus 1. So I know that this is x minus 4. Okay, so what were we doing? We were minusing this term with this term and this term with this term. Now what do we know? We know that since this is a linear or arithmetic pattern, this is equal to that. So we can therefore say that 2x minus 5 is equal to x minus 4, and then solve for x. So taking x to the other side, there's going to be 2x minus x, and taking numbers to the right side, negative 4 plus 5. So we are going to get x, 2x minus x, that x, and then negative 4 plus 5, that's going to be 1. So x is just equal to 1. So we have just calculated the value of x.